They give us no option to do anything. You know, what do you really want to do today? You know, all the things that they have us doing up there will make you sick. Stuff that you don't want to do. All my life I've been doing that, going to school, you know, going to all these institutions, waiting in lines, joining the military, getting jobs, all the bullshit we've had to put up with. I don't know how I did it up to this point. I don't know how the fuck I did any of it. You know, I don't know how we do any of it. I don't know how you're doing any of it. You shouldn't be okay with none of it. Fucking stop doing it all now. We have to. It's going to get you sick and kill you. You know, and they tricked us into doing all this shit. And now that I'm awake and I can see the truth, you know, that's the great thing about being a truther and knowing being awake is that, you know, I can see now what they're up to, you know, and, you know, it's like, you know, your time is not, you can't do what you want, you know, I don't want to do, I don't want to be here. I don't want to do any of the things that are offered to me and that they're doing. What I want to do is go to the North Pole and see what's there, but they won't let you. No, no, no. We're doing scientific experiments here. You can't come past this 50th parallel here. You know what I mean? At this point here, you need to turn around and go back home. You know, to your slave job and to your job, and you know, don't worry about what we're doing over here at the North Pole. We're doing scientific experiments. You know what I mean? No, I want to go see what's there. I don't want to work. I don't want to do anything that you're telling me I have to do, because everything that we're doing, they're telling you have to do it. Go home and watch TV. You know what I mean? Go work. You know, the only thing you're doing good is when you're working. You know, oh, you're working, that's good. If you're not working, what's wrong with you? How come you're not doing your slavery? How come you're not back to work? You know, how come you're not doing how come you're not back to your slavery? Everybody's just a bunch of slaves, and if you're not doing it, people think something's wrong with you for not doing it. No, nothing's not wrong with you. You're freaking waking up. You know what I mean? If we all quit doing the slavery and walk away from it all and go get them, then we're done. We're not slaves anymore. We got our freedom. That's it. It's right there. It's right at your fingertips, you idiots. It's right at your fingertips. Let's go. Let's go get it. That's what I'm doing. I've let go. I can't do any of it anymore, and I don't know how I did any of it to begin with. The only reason I did it was because my parents forced me to do it too. They're like, "You have to go to school. You know, you have to do this and this." I didn't have to do any of it. I was always right. And there were some days when I just ditched school. You know what I mean? So I'm not doing any of what anybody says. And I just climbed up on top of the roofs of the apartments I was staying at and just kicked back all day long. I didn't even go to school and didn't do anything that day except for what I wanted to do. Look through the windows of other people's apartments. You know what I mean? And just, you know, and I just knew something was wrong with this world, even when I was a little kid. You know what I mean? I used to just run away from it all sometimes. I used to have days like that where I would just be like, you know, no, this whole world's a bunch of bullshit. The teachers, my dad, my parents, everybody. And my dad was doing drugs, and my mom didn't want to be around us when she left us with my dad doing drugs. And my mom went off selfishly on her own and left us with my dad and didn't take care of us for many years. You know, until my dad finally said, "Hey, you know, you have to take care of these kids. I can't do it anymore. I'm going to jail for drugs." You know, but in the meantime, I just knew the whole world was screwed up, though, everything at school. And I was like, why am I doing any of this? I don't have to do anything that anybody says. And I'd have days where I would just take off from everything. You know what I mean? And those days were my best days ever. I used to think, like, man, I'd have a day off, some time to myself to actually think, you know, for myself, you know? And it was like, I felt like a connection with nature again, like in my shirt, you know, getting connected with the forest and just my own time, getting connected with my own time again, you know, and just little things like that meant there was something wrong with this world. And now you look at it, it's like we don't have any time for ourselves. They've taken everything from us. They own every second of our lives to where you don't even know nothing anymore. That's what's so important about what I'm doing, you know, and breaking away from this fucking stupid matrix. I don't, you don't even call it the matrix, just the system of them controlling you, where you at and who you know, they know where you're at 24/7. You know what I mean? They can track you down at any time and put you in a jail if they don't like what you're doing, and they will. You know what I mean? If they don't like anything you're doing, they're going to throw you right into a jail. You know what I mean? And keep you from taking over your reality. You know, our realities are gone. They own your reality. I don't want to be here. I want to be in forests on the North Pole and beyond the lands that go on every direction. I want to go in any direction that I want for as long as I want, forever. And that's what flat Earth is about. It's infinite. It's flat and infinite and goes on forever. It's flat and infinite and it goes on forever. Thus, you're not on a spinning ball. So you've got land that goes on forever, and there's big trees everywhere that go on forever. That's where we need to be. is in those trees. Once we're in that, that's where we come from. This place that you're in now and where you're standing now used to be that land, but they chopped all the trees down and trying to act like that this is the way it used to look around here. And there's chemtrails in the sky, everywhere, all over the sky. There's nothing in the sky today but chemtrails, one after the other, everywhere. There's zigzags all over the fucking sky. That's all I see. Zigzag, zigzag, and nobody cares about it. Nobody's talking about it. But I'm going to talk about it. It's what's got me pissed off every day. It gets me up every day, and it makes me. That's why I'm leaving. I'm not taking it no more. I'm going to get rid of everything. It's computer, everything. I don't need none of this. Even this, I'm going to leave these last videos as archives here for you to watch, so you can do the same thing I'm fucking doing, and tell these fucking bastards to fuck off. Tell YouTube to fuck off, and the media and every little fucking device, the computer and everything, fucking kick it. Even the computer we're watching now, kick that motherfucker against the wall. You don't need it. I'm gonna go out there and fucking talk to people about what I'm telling you now. And everywhere I went, people give me money. You know, they say, keep going, whatever you're doing, I love it. You know what I mean? If you talk, all I have to do is talk to people, and they just give me money. I mean, and help me out. This one guy offered to me a place to stay. He said, "You all right, man? You need a place to stay?" And I was like, "No, man. I have to be on the move. I'm gonna be on the move. But thank you anyway." People are gonna help you, man, when you're talking about truth, like what I'm saying. And so, you know, all you're gonna do is let go, and people are gonna be like, "I understand." And then if all of us do that together, we let go and go get them, then we win. We get our freedom back. Go in there and go get them. I mean, what are they gonna do about it? What are they gonna do if they fight? Kick their ass. That's what I'm gonna do. Anybody who has any problem with that, fucking come and fuck with me. I'll fuck you up. You know what I mean? And I'm sick of this shit. You need to be the same way. Stand up for your damn life. You know, stand up for your children's lives and your future and your freedom. Your freedom to roam this flat earth. It's infinite and flat, infinite. It goes on forever. You should be able to go wherever you want without spending any money or anything. You shouldn't have to have anything. No passports, no none of that shit. You don't need no passports. You know, stupid idiots leaving comments in my comment section. You need a passport to get into Canada. I don't care, but this isn't about passports, man. This is about getting past the passports. You know, and getting rid of the government and all that shit. I mean, we're way beyond that, man. I'm talking about getting rid of all that bullshit. You know, and what would someone else say that? Oh, my aunt actually enjoys her job. And Mr. Frogman down there, yeah, you and your comments are getting removed. I'm removing everybody's comments who are stupid as long as I'm on here. And my aunt, here's one, he says, you know, having a job is what some people like having a job. And that's servitude, buddy. Look at my last videos about servitude. You know, you enjoy your servitude because you're an idiot. You know, you're a slave. I mean, you're probably a shill anyway. You know what I mean? You probably work for the Illuminati. So fuck you, man. Anybody who says that shit's a shill. You were off of a shill channel anyway. You're a shill. So shut up. This channel isn't for you. This channel is for truth, and I'm going to remove any comments. And nobody's going to comment on this truth channel. This is all truth. You listen to me. This isn't about you. Okay? And you know, who cares if your aunt enjoyed her job? She was an idiot. She needs to come do what I'm doing and get rid of all shit. This isn't about holding a job. Your job's going to kill us all. Holding your job's what's holding us here as hostages. Everybody who has a job and holds a job, you're holding us here as a hostage. You know what I mean? We all have to let go at some point. Now's the point. When is the point? When is the time? You know what I mean? You know, it's just go do what I do. Just take off and tell people the truth and say, can you give me some help? I mean, if people will help you, they'll give you money and places to stay and whatever you need. It's more fun out there than it is checking in every day to this. Well, I have all this shit I need. I could look for more work if I want to and go back to work right now and make a bunch of money. I could do that in a heartbeat. I have everything set up here to do that. I don't want to. Okay? It's not in my heart anymore. There's more fun out there. You know, whatever happens out there will be more fun than here. You know, this sucks. You know, you can't make anything happen here. You know, you just sit here in your apartment and in your house, and you know, the most you can get is a wife and kids. You know what I mean? And then but you're still stuck in that one spot. You're never going to be able to go anywhere. You can't go anywhere. You're always in the one spot. You know, I mean, you always have to come to that one spot. You can move, but you always have to come home to that one spot. And this is about freedom, being able to travel forever free and be free from all the signing your name to things. You always have to, every day and every month, we have to sign our name to things and answer to money. You know what I mean? If you don't have the money for things, then you don't get anything. That's not right. That's not right. This world's set up wrong, man. This world you're born here. You shouldn't have to pay anything to live here. You're born here. You're natural. This is your natural right to be here. Who's this person who says we owe to be here? Who are these people? The wizard behind the mask. You know, we need to go pull the curtain back and get the wizard. The wizard's behind the curtain. Let's go pull the curtain back and get the fucking wizard. Okay? That's what we need to do. I'm telling you all, we need to pull that curtain back and go get the wizard. And that's the most important thing. Once we get the wizard, then the game's over. That's the end of the game. You need to go to the end of the game and get the boss and beat the boss. I mean, and then we get our freedom after that. That's how the game works. And you guys and that's what the North Pole is about, getting our freedom. And we're supposed to be able to go anywhere we want. We got no cop is supposed to be able to stop you and say, hey, you can't go any further than here, or we're gonna shoot you. You know what I mean? And we shouldn't have any people doing that shit. Get rid of people with guns. We don't need them. And if they're gonna have guns, then we need to have guns too. And we need to get rid of them with the guns, and then get rid of guns. Get rid of guns completely. Because we don't need them. If you got a problem with somebody, we can solve it many other ways. We can talk it out. Everybody, we can talk. The village can come together and talk the problem out. We can figure our own problems out ourselves. Okay, I can. The village can figure it out on its own. And we can protect each other. We do a much better job, anyways. I go around cleaning things up, and all kinds of good things that I do in my life. And that makes the village run right. I help the neighbors. And like I said, I do security for one of the neighbors and wake up at 1 a.m. and go walk her from her car home. And that could be in a totally different way. It could be bringing them food from a big tree. And we're all helping each other, building a little hut for a little while. We stay in temporary huts, and then we keep moving on the flat earth. You keep going on and moving on. That's what we're supposed to do. And that's what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to keep moving on and moving on, but they're going to stop me at a certain point. You can't come here back to go past here. So I'm going to find other people who agree with me and get a group like the movie 300, and get a group of badass 3,000 people, who say no to all this bullshit, and we'll pull some power on them and not let them know what's going on, and we're gonna overtake them, and don't stop. Once we do, you can't stop. You gotta. Once the fight's on, we gotta win this one. There is no losing this. You don't give up, and you don't let these bastards win, because then they're gonna just pull you and suck you right back into the system that we're in. The system ain't gonna go nowhere until you change it. Until you stand up to the beast and beat the beast and get rid of it, every bit of it, every last little bit of it, it's going to come back like cockroaches. It's like cockroaches. It's the same thing. You got to get rid of all of them, or they'll come back. Okay? This is like cockroaches, and I'm a cockroach infested. I'm an exterminator when it comes to this, and you have to be too. Let's go get the cockroaches. And that starts with, don't be a part of the system. Let go. Take what money you have in your savings. Let's go talk to other people about the same thing now. And let's let go. If we all just let go of it and walk away from it, then it doesn't exist. The system doesn't run without us. So if you don't participate in it, it has nothing to run it. So we win right there. That's how you win, is doing what I'm doing. You got to realize that. So don't be afraid. You'll get, we got to let go now. This has been, the truth's coming out real quick here. Look, they made us wear masks. They did all this crazy shit. We know what they're up to. People are waking up quick out there, so let's get out there to the people and wake them up even quicker. Let's see what happens in the next 7 years. And let's get our freedom here for our children in the future. That's all that fucking matters. I don't give a fuck what mud I have to crawl through to make the future bright for our children. Okay? And that's all you should care about too. Stand up and do your duty. This is your duty. Okay, right here. I'm asking everybody to stand up and do your duty right now. This is your duty, your civic duty, your duty to mankind and to your children, and to your future and your children's futures, and to your life. You owe it to everything, man. You have to do this in a million ways. This is everything we have to do, in every way, And it starts with so many things. And I'm going to go out on my own. I'm going to be homeless here pretty soon. And I'm going to learn little recipes of things that I can put together, like this vegan calzone here. Look at this beautiful calzone. Isn't that gorgeous? Beautiful calzone. And it's beautiful sauce. Basil and everything on this right here. This is a calzone made with oat bread, oat flour, almonds, crushed up almonds as my cheese. And I'm going to put this in the oven for about 45 minutes. And this is all pure vegan. Oregano, chili on it, chili flake. That's just half of it right there. Here's the other half. And I got the other half right here. So it's going to be very, very nice. Very, very nice. And this right here was so cheap and so easy to make. Filled with bell pepper and all kinds of good stuff. Flat power.